my parents didn't get to have the opportunity that I have. Both of them, for instance, my dad grew up with his stepmom, and it was a horrible time. There's a calabash. They put knots in it, money in it, different kinds of things. Except for when I was in secondary school, when I started growing boobs. And then I went to an all-female school. When I went to Russia, after it broke me, when I got back home, I began to learn myself. It took me 2 years intentionally, reading books, watching video. I had to learn it. So when I started learning myself, I started learning that our parents are just kids who grew up.
Mexican.
But this Olympia, I take the BTS.
Right. One sec. One sec. This has to save. God, what's going on with the network? Don't worry, just use the normal camera. I'll fix it later. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome so much. So we want to start on a very level ground. So for someone who is seeing you for the first time, hearing you for the first time, how will you introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name is Sia. I'm from Sierra Leone, and this is me navigating life in Nairobi, Kenya.
And with the same question, what do you do?
So I am currently here as a student. I'm currently doing my master's in social justice advocacy. Like I said, navigating life and figuring things out.
Okay. And how has it been, you being in Nairobi, away from your hometown, you being here on a foreign land? How is the juggling, and how is it being for you?
Genuinely, I can't lie. You know, when you're navigating life, it's not easy because it doesn't come with a manual. However, Kenya makes it easy to feel at home.
Oh, wow.
Genuinely, the people are sweet. There's so many, you know, Africans are Africans. So it's easy to just find your footing. As long as you're kind, you pour that into the world. I believe it always comes back to you. So here is home too.
So for Kenya, we say clack it for Kenya.
Clack it.
So welcome to our motherland, as you said. And what is that one experience in this beautiful country that you will, if you'll be living, you will go home saying, Kenya, I want to go back.
Let me tell you, genuinely, because I'm from West Africa, Sierra Leone, like I mentioned. When it comes to, there's one funny thing. It's a very funny thing about beauty standards, right? I personally, I was very uncomfortable with my forehead. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Because in West Africa, they always have a thing when you have a forehead as big as mine. They're always like, oh my God, where did you get this type of forehead from? They always laugh at me. The first time I came to Kenya, which was last year, no, that wasn't my first. When I first came to stay for a while in Kenya last year, because the first time I came was in 2019. I began to realize that, wait, Kenyans are actually okay with my, you know, my facial structure is like, nobody asked me why your forehead is like this. And then I started going to the salons, and then the ladies are like, girl, your forehead is perfect. That just means you're going to make money. And I'm like, yeah, this is home. So that's one experience I know that I'll take. Another thing is the people and the culture. Kenyans have a way of just making you feel at home. There's a way y'all just embrace someone without necessarily, for instance, I'm here in your podcast.
You see what we do, you know what?
Kenyans are amazing people, so absolutely we'll talk about everything that comes with your country. Well, I haven't visited everywhere, but I hope to. So
you will visit. Now you're having people to take you to places.
Let's go. Clock it, like you said.
Yeah, clock it. So thank you for how you're enjoying our motherland, and we appreciate. So let's talk about your motherland, Kidogo. Also, as we get a taste of where you're coming from.
Sure.
So one thing, let me start for very normal grounds. So for example, in your thoughts, help me go to your motherland.
Okay, so think beautiful beaches,
Oh
white
my.
sand, pure white sand. Think mountains with a land that is absolutely amazing. Exquisite cuisines.
Oh, wow.
Food. When I tell
Oh.
food is the key thing in Sierra Leone. Food. The culture, the people, the vibe. They love life. They enjoy life. Sierra Leoneans are fun. They like to dance. They like music. They enjoy life genuinely, and it's safe. Yeah, so we don't have certain issues that goes on, especially in West Africa with religion and all that. No, the only issues we have are our government structures. But
We'll talk about that.
outside that, Sierra Leone is home to any and everyone. By the way, any and everyone.
So, question for you. Let me post a question for you.
Yes, please.
So, as what you do, how many countries have you been in?
For now, it's just 7.
7.
This
Oh,
should be
wow.
yeah, this is 7. This is number 7. Yeah, so it's Russia, Nigeria.
Oh, you've been in
Ghana.
Russia?
I studied in Russia.
Oh, wow. Russia is, there's a rumors, I always moved around about Russia.
There are huge people. There are huge people in every country. But Russia is one of the safest. Well, Moscow is one of the safest places because that's where I stayed in school. It's really safe. All the stories about how terrible they are as people, I never got to experience those things. Not in the almost 5 years I stayed there.
Oh, 5 years.
Yeah. When it comes to the racism part, genuinely, I think it's because at those times people didn't travel enough and social media wasn't as loud as things are right now. Now everything is in everybody's face, so your grandma can also see what's going on in the world. And now they know that black people are not just living in huts and trees. So things get better with time. So the only negatives I really had generally was the racism. But when it comes to safety and all that, it was okay. You get what you pay for, and things were also affordable. But on a personal note, that country broke me. But we'll talk about that another day.
That's a story for another
day.
I hope you'll be ready for season 2 because you're already making a story for season 2.
day.
Yeah. So what about their food?
Well, I think it depends on your palate. I'm a person who eats. I like to try food.
Oh, what you take? I've seen what you eat.
But
oh my
genuinely,
days.
I don't eat much. It may look like that, but I don't eat much. You literally will give me food, and you look like I'm excited for it. I try it, 1 or 2, and then I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm a person who eats bits in bits.
Oh,
I don't
small,
eat
small portion.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
But Russian food is okay if your palate is willing to explore.
Oh, wow. If your pocket is well deep enough.
It depends as well, because the food, just like Kenyans, potatoes are a staple.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So I always say Kenya is like the Europe of Africa. That's what I call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're getting some names, Kenya, for today. It seems you are going far on today's podcast. You've said you've been in 7 countries so far. So how many of Africa have you gone to?
Almost all of them are in Africa.
Oh, okay. So
just Russia.
Russia is the old one.
All the rest are in Africa.
Okay, that's so nice.
Those are the 2
let's talk about culture now. Culture in general in Sierra Leone, and the culture that you've seen in Kenya in the few months that you've been around.
Oh, the Mende people. Well, the Timni. Oh, the Limba. Oh my God, the Kono. We have so many cultures, so many beautiful cultures in Sierra Leone. One thing I would share with Kenyans from my culture is food. I'm sorry, good food.
Every African country is food.
No.
I really have to go to these places.
No, I'm telling West Africa, West African food.
You take.
I'm sorry. I'll take West African food because I've been to so many other places and I realized and I've tasted other food from other countries, even though I've not been to those. West African food.
Does West African tend to take fufu?
Yeah, West Africans are just like Kenyans with cassava, right? Ours, cassava is a staple. It's not like just a random on the side. You guys, potatoes and for us, cassava, yam, potato, these things are staple over there with rice. However, the food culture is something I would share any day, anytime. With cassava leaf, with kenkren, with granat soup, left wheel. Salon culture, sweet mama. And I have been to one Kenyan wedding. Yeah, I've been able to. Last year when I was here, a friend of mine, but she traveled. She took me to this wedding. It was great. It was a Kikuyu wedding. Yeah, I went there. It was really nice. With Kenya, I think my favorite thing is chapati. It's I've not really genuinely. That's the thing. I've not tried mandazi, and that's a shame on me.
I know why, but I'm here for you, girl.
It's a shame on me.
Don't worry.
I'm shy to say.
There's always a room for improvement.
Yeah.
Take me to a typical wedding in Sierra Leone.
Oh my God.
Just a normal wedding. Make it a traditional wedding.
Well, it depends on the culture.
Your culture, no.
My culture, for instance, it's we call it kola.
Kola.
Yeah, it's kola nut.
Kola nut.
Yes. So there's the calabar. There's this round thing. It's an African thing.
Yeah.
It grows and then, So there's a calabash. They put nuts in it, money in it, different kinds of things. Yeah.
I have a question before you continue. I have to cut you short. Does the money that you put there has to impress you first for you to smile?
No.
I was told that.
It depends on the culture.
Okay.
So it depends on the tribe. Depending on the tribe, there are tribes that requires cows and other things. There are tribes that requires drinks. It just depends on what tribe you're from. My tribe, one of my tribes, because I am coming from two. My mom is Mende, my dad is Kamo. My Connaught tribe, you go with your calabash. What they do is they bring different women outside, and then they cover their face, and then the man has to choose like if that's your wife, like or not, you know. And then if you nothing will happen. But then if you know that this is not your wife, you have to give you're giving a transport fare to go bring the wife. So they will bring as many wives as possible. And then there's a specific thing. They've come to pick a rose in your compound. That's what they tell your father. They've seen a rose growing and now it's blossoming and now they've come to pluck that rose. So it's just similar cultures with Africans. Yeah.
Wow. So let's talk about politics in your motherland and in the countries where you've gone to, because you're doing law and justice wherever. I think you have an idea of politics in general.
Right.
So what is an idea of running Sierra Leone in an idea of politics?
I think what is going on is that the music is distracting me a little bit.
The music is distracting, Kidogo, guys. Okay.
When it comes to politics with Sierra Leone, I'd say West Africa is, with politics, West Africa have got a typical system where they promise and of course under-deliver. I know that's a norm with African government, but looking at things from me being able to visit and go around West Africa especially, I have learned that there's a type of mindset that allows the type of government systems we have. And let me tell you, it's not workable. It's not good. We still struggle with light system. We still struggle with our roads. I know these issues are everywhere in the world. However, it's to the degree. The country is so small with enormous resources. And I believe that Sierra Leone is one of those countries that are easier to navigate because it's small and the resources are a lot more. And the people are about 8 million people. So it's so tiny, yet has so much, yet so beautiful with such great culture. However, we struggle because the government system and the mindset of the people are not aligning to move forward in this age.
Okay. So that's Sierra Leone. Let's talk about Europe. You are in Russia. What would you say about their government in your own perspective first, before we get to now our own land? What would you say about Russia?
I think one of the reasons Putin has stayed so long is because the people appreciate his governance. I think a person who desires the well-being of his people is the government for the people.
Okay.
You know? So if you do not desire the well-being of your people, they will not want you to be there. For instance, let me not talk about that.
Okay.
But Russia is really, their government system, it's workable.
Okay.
It caters to the needs of its people. And that's how government should be.
Okay.
In I keep saying West Africa because I've seen,
Yeah,
and
you've
it's
been
the
there.
same pattern. Fortunately, Ibrahim Traore, which is my personal president, because he's doing a great and amazing job.
Yeah, he's really doing a very
I'll
amazing
tell
job.
you, I have to mention that Senegal is also really working towards getting there. However, they don't have the people at heart. West African government do not care for its people, and that's why we're where we are. And if they're only able to see that it's okay to get your family and yourself well sorted, but think of the people that brought you into office. At the end of the day, their basic needs, their human right, are necessary to be able to give to them. So yeah.
Well, that's politics, and politics is always not my cup of tea. And I want to do this last one for politics.
Let me slurp to that.
Yeah, you have
Not
to. You
your
have
cup
to.
of tea.
So I want you to give me your thoughts, your idea about what happened to South Africa the few days that it has been happening all over social media about exmophobia. I want you to give me your thoughts and your idea as an African person, as person who has visited African countries in politics wise, and also as an African country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say this, as an African or as a human, generally we like structure.
Yeah.
If you notice, even with family, people want a sense of structure.
Yeah.
We want to be organized. We want to have someone who is the leader and all that. However, in every society, if you look at the people who are actually running the world, it's not the government systems that we have. There are
Very
people
true.
outside that we don't necessarily know. But if you notice, the people who benefit always look forward to the people who are closest to them to benefit more. So what I'm trying to say is this. Every person who is in charge of whatever is going on with South Africa and the whole of Africa, right? We forget that they are the ones who benefit. And the people who are closest to them benefit the most. As Africans, there's an idea of Ubuntu. There's an idea of togetherness. There's an idea of we love each other.
Yeah.
If a person has come to create a divide, just like Chinua Achebe said, right? If they have come to create a divide, the problem is that we've not paused enough to realize what state we are in right now.
Very true.
Social media has created the opportunity for us to see what's going on in the world. If I come to your country and you treat me with hostility and do not encourage me, there's no love in that. I wouldn't want to come back to you.
You can't. And you'll influence someone else not to go to that country.
Exactly. So it's going to break your country more than you think it will make it. Because as much as you're looking out for your people, there are better ways you can go about it.
Very true.
Better ways you can go about it. There's a law Kenya put about your immigration system. As much as it may not be favorable to all foreigners, however, it works for Kenyans, and that's a way. That's something you can incorporate into your laws. It doesn't always have to be violence. Violence doesn't create any idea of growth. Where there's violence, there's no growth. So you have to understand that the people who come to you are coming to also self-develop and grow. So if you drive them away, you're also driving the good luck. That's what.
What relationship are you having with your parents as a girl? And living in another country, they're living far away from you, 1,000 miles away from you. What's a relationship between you and your parents?
My parents didn't get to have the opportunity that I have. Both of them, for instance, my dad grew up with his stepmom, and it was a horrible time. But he made it out and then decided that he'll never have kids outside his home. My mom grew up with his dad alone because the mom left, but then had to move to the city to live with an aunt that her life was literally miserable. So these two people came together and decided intentionally that they'll have kids that they listen to. They'll have kids that they will also learn from. My parents apologized. My parents are not typical African parents. They are. I'm not playing. They apologize. They're funny. They laugh with you. You guys play together. They check up on you genuinely, not from a place of, hey, how are you doing? My dad started like that. I was afraid of my dad when I was growing up. Afraid. Because he was, you know, very manly and very tough. However, when I went to Russia, after it broke me, when I got back home, I began to learn myself. It took me 2 years intentionally, reading books, watching video. I had to learn it. So when I started learning myself, I started learning that our parents are just kids who grew up. They have their own flaws, they have their own damages and their traumas. And it's okay to have conversations with them because then it will help you to become better. So I started telling them that, no, it's not okay to speak to your child like that. It's not okay to do this. At first, it was hard.
I know. I'm like impressed, you know.
We had fights.
Yeah.
And then my mom would say something like, you think you're now older.
I know
What
that.
do you
I
think
know
of
that
yourself?
conversation.
However, over time, it didn't just take prayers. It took me time. I started making them see that it's okay for them to receive love too. My dad will now say, I love you back. I mean, it was hard in the beginning. I had to push them to see. You're just a human being, and it's okay to receive love. It's okay to be a child sometimes. So that's how my parents are amazing.
Oh wow, that's a very interesting story. So what will you say about your nursery, primary, and secondary in general in your country about school?
If I'm speaking about my country, my personal experience as a girl growing up in Sierra Leone and going to school, I didn't have very crazy experiences all the time, except for when I was in secondary school when I started growing boobs. And then I went to an all-female school. You have teachers who would think you're female, so they should try to approach you. And you're a child. You're basically a child. And those kinds of conversations should never happen. And if you say no, it reflects in how they behave to you in school. I was very sweet as a child because all I saw at home was love.
You're so sweet even now.
Oh no, now I'm very...
No, you are not. You cannot even lie.
If you play with me, you're going to see fire.
That's a lie.
However, because I was so sweet, I used to cry a lot because I didn't know how to handle my emotions. So it was difficult for me to navigate secondary school, especially my junior secondary school. I always cried. I was being bullied because I was so small. I was one of the youngest. I think in my classes, I was the youngest all the time. So they always found a way to bully me. It was so difficult. They would steal from me. It was hard. And then when I got to my first year of senior secondary school, I had this teacher who, because I was this sweet girl, wanted to have this relationship. And I was a child.
You're a baby.
I was a baby. I was a baby, and that didn't go well. So I had to report him to my father.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom came to school. Yeah.
You're smart.
I did.
Yeah.
And then he stopped. He completely stopped. He had to stop. Because
and how did you feel about that as a girl and how you're supposed to be respected?
I think I didn't know, again, Russia was what made me the person I am today. I didn't know all of those. I was about 13, 14 when I was already in my senior secondary school. I was still developing. I didn't know.
Still growing.
Yeah, what it meant. I just knew I felt bad. But in hindsight, looking at what happened in those seasons, right? I think what I learned to become was a person who would say no and mean it.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. For example, you're given an opportunity to be a representative of your country in the government. What is one thing that you would want to change about your place?
I think I would want to change. I have two things. Sorry.
No problem.
I have two things.
Okay.
I think I would like to change the electricity situation. We have to look at a country that has a workable system. Not just with words, not just with, oh, I have a 5-year plan. We have to actually go to a country, let's say, I know Kenyans complain, but in comparison to my country, right? I would come to Kenya to see how it's done for them to be able to keep the electricity in the city. And because our country is so small, we have 8 million people. The population of Nairobi alone is close to that, right? So just imagine, meaning if we can come to Nairobi and find out how the electricity system works and what we can do to bring that home, the prototype would be either here or another African country that has done it.
Yeah.
We go, we bring that home.
Yeah.
And with all these funds and aids, we have to cut that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but we have to cut the aids and the funds because when we do, we're able to pour back into maybe ourselves. The agriculture is not something we talk about. Sierra Leone has lost its value for agriculture. And I tell you, that's one thing I appreciate about Kenya. I'm not even playing. This is from the depth of my heart. Agriculture in Kenya is why you guys are the way you are. Regardless of how the government is behaving, Kenyans are able to get their daily.
Yeah.
Food is not as crazy expensive. As much as we say Nairobi is expensive, food is something that is accessible. It's not a orange and you give me lime economy when it comes to what you pay for. You actually pay for something, you get it.
You get it.
And that's the difference with my country. So we would look at agriculture severely and we would try to fix the light. And the idea of getting AIDS, we will stop it because no.
I continue. There's a question here I want us to answer this question, and then you'll just post also your question from your side before we wind up our today's convo. So this question starts like this: from a spiritual standpoint, what will you say, or what have you realized or noticed about yourself in your life in general?
I think from that perspective, I have come to learn that I am genuinely a believer. Like, it's not just with words and not just for church. It's so much of a relationship beyond the gatherings. I think life has left me in positions where if it weren't for God, obviously, I wouldn't be here. And that's not a cliche statement because even last year, I probably would have died like twice. It's type of accidents and things that happen, and you know, I'm all the way here. No friends, no. Well, you guys are my friends now. No family. You're by yourself, and you don't want to call home and say, "Hey, this is going on. This is happening." All you have is God. So when it comes to my spirituality, the only thing I've come to realize is that my relationship with God is really personal. It's on a deeper level than it used to be. Because I've really completely surrendered. Does not mean I don't have days where me and the Lord, we have conversations. I'm like, why are you letting this happen to me?
Why allowing it?
What did I do?
What did I do wrong?
Yeah. What do you say is the key factor to Gen Z's behavior? Reasoning of the Gen Z people. What do you think, especially in Kenya?
In Kenya, I would say I was one of the victims. I was one of the people who were always in demonstration because I lacked that, what I was saying, foundation, because I was doing it following other people. I'm going because of the crowd. I was carried away with the crowd. Until my mom, one day, I was in a demonstration. I think last year, I was almost shot down by the police.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a very crazy experience. And my mom, my aunt, a lot of my family members saw me online and they were reaching out, asking what I'm doing. It's crazy. But I did it. But because of lack of knowledge. The Bible says, my people suffer because of lack of knowledge. And we are rebelling for the person who God appointed. So my mom was telling me, what you're doing is not wrong, but the way you're doing it is the way it's wrong. Because when we talk about demonstration, it's not a bad thing. But when you're going for demonstration, what knowledge do you have about it?
Right.
We go to demonstration because most of us go to loot. Others go to record videos to look to trend. Others, we go in a very different agendas in demonstration. And then you find someone like me, I'm there because of crowd. I don't have the agenda of looking famous. I'm not there to loot. I'm just there because I'm following the crowd. So I am the victim there. I came honestly because I want to be looked like the cool Gen Z. They will not judge me.
So the pep.
But the things that you're doing as a foundation of your generation, you will not be carried to another generation because you don't have the foundation of handling situation. We think handling situation, we can go to the street and we take it by fire, by force, which it was wrong.
But there's a place for that.
Yeah, there's a place for that too, but in a good way.
Sure.
In a good way, because when we say we could do this in a very good manner, I think the people that we have lost over the years, we couldn't have lost them.
Sure.
Because when we came out as a people and we say, we see these are not going right, and what can you give us in return? What do we have to do? Because right now we are not forced to believe something. We are learned. We are learned. So we have those things in book, we read, we see. So yes, I think that is only thing. And we also have to, our families have to teach us about what is going on.
True.
Because when they don't teach us at home, where will we get the idea of what is happening out there? Because when my mom started engaging me to those talks, I don't go. I tell my friends, please, when you're going to demonstration, it's so bad, and you will go. Yeah, please don't go. I'm serious. I told my friend, don't go to demonstration. It's not right. The day that he decided to rebel, he went. He was caught. He was beaten. He lost his phone, and I told him.
Oh my God.
So you see, when we listen and when we are taught, and when the family, the parents are intentional, engaging us in the conversation, I think we'll be well and we'll be able to go. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it.
I feel you have another question?
I don't know. I think we.
If you have, you can give one and then we wind up, right? Yeah.
Okay. So I think the question will have to be personal now.
Yeah, no problem.
What is it that made you start doing this? I'd like to know that.
That's a very interesting question. So I didn't know I can do this until I met with this guy. Oh, yeah. Until I met with him. Yeah, he's the one who introduced me to all these.
Oh, beautiful.
The first time we met, I was not as good as I am right now because I'm growing.
Absolutely.
And we started a big number of us, at least 8.
Wow.
At least 8. But you see, we are 2 of us now.
I get it.
Yeah, and I was not. I was that guy that I don't know, but it just works. You know, God's purpose. God always appoint people who will carry you to the next level of yourself. So He brought this wonderful man around my life, and I experienced this side of myself.
Oh.
And you can see I'm here doing what I do best. Yeah. And then you see, because we are having all this, now we are having you.
Period.
Imagine. Yeah. So it's also interesting.
Yeah, it's good.
And I expose myself nicely when I'm in these environments.
That's good.
When I'm in these environment, I tend to be myself. And as I'm interacting with everyone that I meet, I feel happy doing all this.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
By the way, you talked about, you also used to do this.
Well, I think we'll talk about that
Season 2, right? Yeah, season 2. So, hi guys. Now, this was Podcast Thursday. Oh, you want me to have these? Okay. Now, this was Podcast Thursday, a very interesting talk and a very interesting guest that we had today. She's amazing. I lack words to express about her. And guess what, guys? We just met randomly about something. And then, guess what again? Today we started on a very wrong foot, and you're here because she's so patient. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's so patient. Right. So, thank you guys for watching our video. Looking forward for the next episode that is coming soon. And it's coming soon, really. Not that coming soon that is 2 months away. Coming soon. And we appreciate you. We love you guys for what you're doing in our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Oh, you have say something, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, just say something.
Be self-aware.
Yeah, learn yourself.
Be self-aware.
Be self-aware.
Know who you are, like who you are. You know, just pour into self as much as you pour into other people. You are the centerpiece of your life. And it is very eminent that we keep growing. It's okay. You'll get there.
Okay. It was actually